Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to our full moon, partial eclipse, everything in its mother in the kitchen sink retrograde energy forecast for Tuesday through Thursday evening, possibly Friday. The energies still aren't steady yet to discern exactly when, but I feel through Friday. So, hi guys, I'm Catz. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. And if this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. There's nothing more inspiring than to see those thumbs up and the subscribers. If I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to have a set day and time where I'll be pulling cards for people in the chat. It's going to be awesome. Super chat people get to come or get picked first. Haha, keep that in mind. So anyway, I want to thank all and welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy the content as I try to get more and more creative with these pick-a cards. For those of you new to the channel, I've been doing this for over 30 years and I've been serving others with my gifts on the internet for over 20. I started with MySpace. Yikes. Yeah, I've been around for a while. So anyway, get a notebook because this particular pick-a-card energy forecast has to do with the theme for the next throughout this full moon partial eclipse energy, which is going to last. Things are going to clear up Thursday night and we're all going to be we're going to feel this nice relief. For those of us who successfully release what we're supposed to, the universe is making us do it, and tensions are running high. Things are going to get very chaotic. Some people who are refusing to change and let go, they're going to start pushing buttons like a mofo. So make sure you are the eye in the storm, nice and calm and grounded. Don't let them get to you. You got your own stuff going on, right? So this pick-a card is going to be geared towards specifically what you're supposed to be releasing, letting go of, or leaving behind as we move forward into this new phase, which kicks off at the new moon, starts building up as we get closer to the new moon, and everything's going to start moving. Actually, we'll be seeing really good positive movement as soon as we release this stuff. Whatever was waiting because the release needed to happen will start coming in and coming in quickly. So be prepared and expect the unexpected, especially in the next few days. So I do have a special I want to tell you guys about for the full moon. Excuse me. It's $11.11, and this is if the pick a card doesn't resonate and you want a little bit more clarity or insight into a particular situation, person, place, or thing that you're not sure if you're supposed to be letting go of, or if you're supposed to do something else, or are you supposed to move forward, or you're supposed to not do anything. We can answer all those questions with this special full Thunder Moon reading. It's going to cover all that. You're also going to get Spirit's perspective on what it looks like from spirits. This is what Spirit sees. And it's also about showing you your strengths in the situation, and also the new path that will be open to you as you release from this whatever situation we'll be looking into. All the information is below in the description box, so let's get going. I know you guys are like, stop talking. You probably already skipped past this part anyway. So, all right, let's do this. Pick a card. Everybody take a deep breath. And clear. We're going to imagine when we release, when we exhale, we're pushing our energy down through all the layers of the earth. Keep inhaling. Do it as you feel. There we go. You're going to imagine that energy just pushing, knocking through all those layers, the mantles and the crusts and everything, right down into the molten core. And locking into Mother Gaia so she can help ground you down, keep you clear. She'll be sending up some beautiful, loving, and grounding energy. And then I'd like you to close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask your spirit guides and guardian angels, or whoever you believe in, your higher power, spirit, what needs to be released, let go of, or I need closure on. Because this is the time to really see, because some people, not everybody, but some people are actually blind to it, because, there's things we just hold so dear that we don't possibly want to let it go. So, but maybe it's time. So let's inhale. All right, here we go. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, selenite, smoky quartz flame, and Moraine quartz. Okay, let's get going with pile one. Pile one. Hi guys. Hi pile one. Okay, let's see what Spirit has, or what the energies are forecasting. What is Spirit or the universe trying to get you to release? Or, you know, maybe it's something that's returning from the past that you don't know if that's something you have to have closure on. Is it there for closure? Is it there to continue and reunite? So let's find out. All right. Memories of a love is your theme, okay, for the next couple days. This is what needs to be released. Though I do feel for some of you, it's a reunion. This is a year of reunions. And if this is something that started prior to the retrograde, but I want to say specifically, if this is something that kind of ended or came to a head, where you guys ended up parting right before the retrograde, and now this person's starting to come back, you want to be open. You want to let go. What you need to let go of is the past resentments, the past fears, the past with this person, because they're doing that too. They need to do that too. So it's a mirror situation here, okay? I feel like there were misunderstandings. Things were, the way things happened, it was totally misunderstood by both parties. But now there's clarity. I feel like I want to say the fog is cleared now. They know what path they want. You know what path you want. But there's still lingering resentments and fears of rejection, fears of maybe the thing repeating again, or that's what I'm picking up from Spirit. But this is a brand new slate now. You both are starting on a brand new slate. Now you can start on a brand new slate and relax into it. There's security there. There's trust there. Trust needs to be earned, of course, but I feel like the trust is there. That there's already was an inherent sense of security with this person, and that it is still there. And you will feel this when the reunion or reconnection happens. You may have been hearing something or have heard something from him, but don't expect anything. Expect the unexpected with this full moon. There's no telling how this person's going to come through, though we will be pulling cards in the love area to see what's going on there. So you can get a little bit more clarity on what's going on. But for some of you, I'm feeling that maybe a relationship has been over and you're hanging on to what was. It's time to let that go, because there is a new love on the horizon. Not on the horizon, it's not even that far. He's waiting on the other side of that release. Or they are, sorry, I don't gender base. But I really feel that once you release those past memories and are ready to open up, and don't worry, leave everything from the past behind. It all has to be brand new. Expect the unexpected, but once you successfully release that, this new person's going to come in. Okay, that's what's blocking that area. So people to pile one, let's see. And selenite was very appropriate. Cleansing negative energies. I have a little sphere too of that. Reminds me of the moon. Cleansing, clearing. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Okay, this is for people of pile one. Can we get a light shining on their love area for the next 3 days, please, during this full moon, partial eclipse? How about this? I can't make this up. Y'all saw that. The moon. It's going to be highlighting that which maybe you couldn't see or was not able to with the stuff that's in front. But with what we're saying, if you release all past resentments, be honest with yourself and don't beat yourself up too much. Coulda, woulda, shouldas. Or everything's going to work out as it's supposed to, as it's divinely written. Okay. So the moon, this is actually a really awesome card for you guys to have after we're talking about we're in the full moon and partial eclipse time right now. And the thing is this is Cancer. I think it is. Okay. Wow. A lot of water energy. But the reason why, once you clear up, that's nice. They're giving us a little preview. So once you release, and it's on, you need to be honest and look at the situation with truthful eyes, unjaded eyes, unresentful eyes, unhurt eyes. Be open. Okay, open to the energy. Once you've done that, the way becomes clear for this to come in. 10 of Pentacles, endings of the old, to be open to the new, completion of a cycle. Something that was repeated over years, maybe in relationships, has come. You finally come to, or you will be coming to, this illumination, coming to the completion. That's why this new, either this new person or this reunion, okay, of souls is, I don't even want to say that because I feel like there was never a disconnect. It was always there. It might have been downplayed because of other stuff going on in your head, but the connection never ever stopped. So, but it's the ending of the old to give way to the new. Like this old man, he's like, yeah, well, my time is done, and there's our new beginning. Look at them, looking out to this wonderful, beautiful future, the unknown. So expect the unexpected. But this is a very, very awesome read for the love area, guys. But you just need to work on you. Focus on you. You don't need somebody else to make you happy. That's an impossible and unrealistic expectation to put on anybody. Okay? Especially the one who feels that they have to do stuff to make you happy. Because it's never going to be enough. You're never going to feel it's enough. You always want more. Because everything, that happiness comes from here. You have to be happy in yourself. And then that person just adds to that. And is not responsible. You're responsible for your happiness, what makes you happy. You're the one driving the chariot. So remember that. All right. Career. Is there anything? I don't even know if I want to go there right now. All right, let's see. I'm going to do the Heal Yourself cards. What I do is I'm drawn to pull certain decks out. So I'm actually intuitively pulling what I need to pull out for you guys. I really do. I feel like with the 10 of Pentacles too, I don't feel anything with career, to be honest with you. But let's see about yourself. What does the universe have for pile 1 to help them to release, to open up to this new love, this new path, to allow this new beautiful energy to come in? Does the universe have for pile 1 for their inner work? Oop, oop. Okay. Wow. Okay. Releasing sadness. Focusing on that victim consciousness. This may not resonate for everybody, but if you have that victim conscious, you're sad, well, they left me and they didn't say anything, they ghosted me and I'm not good enough, or you're just feeling very down. It's a blow to the ego. It's a blow to the confidence, of course, when things happen. Ghosting was huge for the past few weeks with people. People just, they were done. Blocking. I mean, to be honest with you, that's one thing I don't like about social media. I'm like, why can't you just straight up tell me it's over? Or get your friend to come tell me, like we used to way back in the day. Because people really, it's like, you know, and the sadness needs to be released. You need to allow yourself to cry. I feel that maybe this may not resonate for everybody, but I feel that for some of you that it's really hard for you to release the pain just by thinking about it, writing it out. Write it out, journal it out, write a song, make a video, whatever it takes for you to release. But I feel that to allow yourself to feel sadness as you're letting go of that which is holding you back, to being open to the new. That means being open and trusting, being without question, being open without prior resentments, and letting this person come in with full trust. Okay? But the sadness, the pain has to be released. That's what Spirit's saying. Allow yourself to cry, paint, whatever you can to express it, but express that particular pain. Allow yourself to feel it. And don't act out with anybody, but do it for yourself. Do it by yourself because it's for you, and you're going to feel you may cry yourself to sleep or get all crazy with painting or writing and for hours, and then you just pass out. When you wake up, you're going to feel different. You feel lighter. And when you feel yourself slipping back in that mindset, just pull yourself out and go, that's not me. Because it's not going to feel right, because you've released. In fact, it shouldn't have that much power, because this energy of the full moon is actually supporting releasing. So the whole of it will go a lot quicker than it normally would. Normal circumstances, not with all these energies going around, definitely. And when you do that, love comes in. Love can flow. This is what you have to look forward to. This is it. That's it. And it's not just love with this person. It's loving yourself. Because when you love yourself, it gets mirrored back. And it shows. People, you're more attractive. People are more drawn to you. But most importantly, you're in tune with your other half. There you go. All right, pile one, that's all I have for you. This is for your full moon phase, so this will be, I feel, until Thursday night. So, just as a side note, if you're one of the ones who ghosted or have just kind of opted out of a relationship, but you still feel that connection, reach out. It's okay. You can at least try to reach out. Where you're the most fearful through that is where everything you ever wanted is. And the full moon is supporting you and will give you the strength. Most importantly, the love for you to do this. Okay, so on that note, pile 2, thank you very much, and please like, share, and subscribe if this resonated and you like this reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very appreciative, you guys. Sending you much love and light. Let's go on to pile 2. People of pile 2, what's up? Oh, pile 1 was interesting. Make sure you have your notebook and pen. Just taking the tarot. All right, so we are going to look at and see what you need to release, what needs to be let go of, if that's a thing. So, because there may be some people who are just about done with their releasing, they're pretty much good. There might be other advice for the people who pick pile 2. So let's see what you got. Smoky quartz, pile 2. Truth. Okay, this isn't so much releasing as it is facing. The universe or the moon is going to highlight where you have not been truthful with yourself. The truth can hurt, but you know what? It's better to know the truth than to sit there wondering and be fed lies, right? You know, it's the worst person to lie to you is you. Be honest with yourself. And this may not resonate with everybody. This is for some of you. What I feel like Spirit's telling me to say to you, for some of you, and you'll know it resonates because you're going to get very angry. I mean, it's going to trigger. Taking responsibility of your actions in certain situations. You know, say, well, they did this, so what I said was right, or how I reacted was right. But yet, it doesn't feel right. You need to really step back and take a look at whatever this situation that this is I feel like this is a theme. So this has been coming up. The theme of truth, being honest, people's lies being illuminated, especially with this waxing gibbous. It's been really illuminating a lot of truths. Now, it could be a lot of truths about a situation. It could be a lot of truths just about yourself and what doesn't serve. Maybe you're seeing yourself in a light. You're like, oh my God. Maybe good friends are pointing out. Maybe people are responding to you in a negative way, and you're like, what the hell? Well, maybe you really need to take a look and see if you're holding any resentment. And I'm talking about towards yourself. This feels like more towards the self than others. But see, when you hold a resentment, you're not happy with something and you hold it in, but you're trying to pretend that everything's okay. People pick that up like dogs. Dogs are very sensitive to change in energy. And they're like, they don't like, you know how they don't like certain people? That's almost like but see, the people around you are responding to that. Now, this may not resonate with all of you. For some of you, what I'm feeling for people, how to, the truth is finally going to be revealed. You're finally going to have those answers. Sorry, my leg's falling asleep. Oi, I'm wearing shorts. Panic. I had a friend of mine come in where I worked and was like, yeah, no, you got to keep, I was like, I was wearing shorts. So anyway, sorry. So for people with pile 2, truths will be revealed. You will finally get answers. Now, you may not get it directly from the source you're wanting to hear it from. However, you will be getting the truth. Now, it's not going to feel that fantastic, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. For some of you, it might feel like a sword. You know what? That's exactly what's needed. So you understand what you need to release and go, okay, you're right. You know what? You're right. You're right. I wasn't listening. I wasn't being considerate. I did have my own stuff going on, but I didn't say anything, but I was acting out. I wasn't being considerate of what you were going through, blah, blah, blah. So whatever truths are going to come out, be open to it, because this is what needs to be released during this full moon, or you're going to be stuck in this cycle for another month, and it's going to be twice as hard. Okay, it's the universe isn't playing around anymore. This is for our highest good, that we get rid of these things that no longer serve who we are now. We're not the same people we were when the month started. That's a damn well sure, and I'm glad, because I was not in a happy place. So I was so deep in the pig pen negativity energy, I thought I was going to drown. I did. And sometimes I had a major tower moment, and thank God for that. I am very grateful for that. I mean, it hurts, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be back where I am right now. So, I mean, sometimes in the darkest of moments is when you find the biggest blessings, or you receive the biggest blessings, Yeah, and then we just have to, be thankful. So, anyway. Okay, so truth. So we're going to look and see where this truth lies. Now, I'm not doing them in separate sections before, because this is a theme that's in general. This is all about releasing. I mean, if something else comes in or comes up, then we will address it as the cards or spirit dictates us. I'm kind of feeling Mountain Tarot. All right, where is the truth? Sorry, guys. Okay, where is truth? What is being revealed as far as truth? I don't know if they'll give us details. Maybe they'll give us a situation or something. Maybe some of you are like, well, what do you mean? So let's see. I feel like a lot of it's within being honest with yourself about certain situations, circumstances, people. Finally being honest, and you know what? It's okay. Own up to your responsibility of your part you played, maybe in a breakup or in a work situation. Wow, I can't make this up. Spirit is on point. Oh, I'm not going to show you that one yet. Okay. All right, here we go. This is why some of you have not been able to see in a holding pattern here. This is how I view it. Now, I interpret the tarot a lot differently. I pick up energetically. The Two of Swords is about decisions. Usually almost all the twos indicate decision or a crossroads where you have to make a choice. Instead of making a firm decision, like I'm done with that person and I'm moving on, or I think I'll give it another chance. You're like this. I'm in the middle. I'm not going to make a decision yet. I'm just going to check forward. Okay. The blindfold. I can't even see it. Can't even see it. And here's the moon. Now this started. No, that's not. No. Interesting. This happened last month. This is in reference to something that occurred last month. That's what this truth is highlighting. Okay, so there is a theme about truth, but it was a cycle that you've been in. Wow. Okay, so this happened. I'm looking at I can't tell if that's waning or waxing. be waning. The waning gibbous. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. It was after the new moon. Okay, sorry guys, I was trying to get a time frame for you, and it was after the new moon, so it was like the first quarter moon when this occurred, when all of a sudden you went, okay, wait. You're kind of like no on both, but you have not made a decision then, and that caused things to kind of spiral out. It kind of caused a snowball effect. It affected others. You were just like, nope, you know what? I'm chugging along, everybody can fuck off, and I'm just gonna chug along until I get a sign to show me, is this right or is that right? But in doing that, you put the blindfold on, you're like, I don't even want to. The thing is, though, you needed to assess yourself. You needed to really go within, because the decision you already made, little do you know this, you had already made the decision of the choice, but you didn't verbalize it. Okay. See, I really honestly feel like the blindfold should be around the mouth, like this. That's what I'm feeling. This may not resonate with everybody, but right now you're still in that holding, not made a decision yet, but this full moon, okay, is highlighting it. Now, this could be in love. This could be you left somebody, maybe just kind of shut that door. Maybe ghosting seems to be the thing. So I'm bringing this up a lot in all the pick of cards because that's all I'm hearing from clients. They just vanished. They just stopped talking to me and I'm like, what'd I do? Some of us know what they did. Like, I don't blame you, but the thing is I'm going to say this real quick, because the thing is sometimes we act out of emotional negative energy, out of fear, and it's not who we really are. So I just feel like I need to defend those who have had that happen over the last month, especially water signs. We were heavily affected by this because we were supposed to. There's a reason why it happened. There's a reason why we had to go through that. But I'll tell you, cleared the way for a lot of really awesome stuff, okay? For inside work. So, okay, so you're still in this position. This is where the truth comes up. You need to be honest with yourself about what you want. It's time. It's time. After Thursday evening, anything that you started before, whoops, I didn't know. Oh, I see where I did that. Anything you started before, okay? When this occurred, when the big event occurred, where you just kind of, I feel like you went off on your own. I'm just going to focus on me, focus on right here, focus here. I don't even want to deal with this. I don't want to make a decision right now. Knowing you already did, which is okay, because I feel the decision was right. I feel it's good. However, there's some things you have to be honest about, really be honest, not only with yourself, but to the other person when you communicate with them again. I feel like you're the one that's going to be reaching out. And don't worry, they'll be open to hearing you. So I do feel that there's a lot of fear behind this, like, oh, maybe I waited too long. No, they understand. No, whatever. How do they know? You're not talking to them. Some of you have not been able to reach out. It's almost like an anxiety thing every time you think about it. It's like you start hyperventilating or something. Like, it's too much. But what I want you to hear from Spirit, is what Spirit wants you to hear through me. 9 of Pentacles. You have created this beautiful, I want to say garden. The stuff that you've been focusing on to get your mind off of this, okay, very dedicated. I feel like maybe an earth sign, okay? You're an earth sign, maybe? Not necessarily. It could be an earth sign too. There's a birdie. But I'm just feeling a lot of earth energy, a lot of very focused, intellectual, logical thought, practical thought here. And that's why I think you came to here, because there were emotions involved. This may not resonate with everybody, but it's almost like you don't have the skill sets to allow that out. Okay. All right. And it was hard for you. You don't want to hurt somebody, but then you don't want to make a firm decision because you weren't sure, or just stay over there for a minute. I got to go do this. I don't even want to, that's what I feel. So this 9 of Pentacles, though, universe is trying to tell you, this has a beautiful energy to it. Like, you can, I read the tarot not traditionally, so it's the energies I pick up. But what I'm seeing is a return, but a return to a more beautiful, stable, secure garden. It's fruitful. And being appreciative, really appreciative that while you were away, the garden was still tended to by the other person. Okay. I feel the other person understood, though may not have articulated it, but I do feel that they understood, and they continued to not only work on their own garden, but to keep nurturing the love, that love energy, that connection between you. Now, it may not just be love. This could be a career, this could be another situation. But what I was really getting, this may not resonate with everybody, but in a nutshell though, if it's not love related, for work, you may have just stepped back and you may think, I just feel like a lot of time has passed, or it feels like a lot of time has passed. And now it's almost a point that, like, is it too late? Am I too late? Or should I just forget about it now? Too much time has passed. But it's never too late. This full moon is trying to tell you it's not too late. It's still there, but better. It's going to be better, okay? No matter what situation you're in, whether it's love, I was using love as an example only because I've been getting hit with a lot of readings about these kinds of situations that are occurring. And to be honest, I've been through one similar too. So, but this is why I said I'll show you guys this afterwards. Here's the thing. If you wanted a confirmation that say it's, I'm going to say, because it's really coming up very strong, it's a love relationship that you may have shut the door on temporarily, but you kept, like, you stuck a doorstop so it won't close all the way, because you didn't say. But anyway, the sun, the full moon, partial eclipse, and what do you got as a backup? The sun. The sun. I always associate this with Leo for some reason. But the sun and the sunflowers and blooming, blossoming, good luck, abundance, and this is a blessed thing, okay? But remember, whatever decision you make, as long as it's best, the intention is good and honest. That's where truth comes in. Whatever decision you make, you have to do it in truth. You have to be able to live with the rest of your life without letting that haunt you. So make sure you're truthful all the way around, whether you choose that or you choose to move on or forward, okay? But you have to be honest with yourself and your intentions when you make your decision, okay? You have to be honest here, and don't be afraid. It's where you're fearing the most. If it's easier for you to walk away and you're like, oh, okay, I can do that, it's okay, then that's not the right path. When you start getting the shit scared out of you, you start getting anxiety, and oh my God, that means that's the right path. You got to look and see what's really stopping you from moving forward in that area. Whatever you're scared of the most is usually an indicator that's the direction you need to get through, because on the other side of that, number one, it's not going to be so scary. Number two, there it is, the very thing you were after, trying to manifest, wanting. Okay. I don't know, love is just the theme. A lot of major releasing in love. But that could also be work or another, it could be a family situation. All right. Oops. All right, this is for you. This is from Spirit directly to you. This is the Heal Yourself cards. Let's see. Anything else? Any other clarification on truth as their theme for this full moon, for releasing or closure? Yeah, the truth has to come out. I'm getting that so strong. The truth, being truthful, being on. Oh, that makes a lot. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. That, I can't make this up. Okay. Sometimes some of our deepest programmings for relationships come from when we were children. What we observed around in the environment does stick with us, okay? And in the matters of love, maybe for a pile too, when I say maybe, that means it may not resonate with everybody, but the inner child. It's dealing with the inner child. Now remember, when you come at yourself, or when you're honest with yourself, you might go into a kind of a down mode where you automatically start kind of beating yourself up and being negative and not feeling worthy. You might go down a bit, but don't. Be compassionate. Think of it as a child going through that. That's you. This inner child. And all you have to do is say, hey, we're not the same people we were. It's okay. We're going to be just fine. It's okay. We all make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just be honest with yourself. Number 2 reason, self-sabotage. Sometimes we do this. We go into self-sabotage. We don't even realize we're doing this. This is another truth you need to... I'm laughing because I'm like, wow, that hit close to home. Anyway, when we get very close to the very things that we are wanting after having maybe trauma, after traumatic experience in, this particular area, whether it's love or career or friendships or family, over and over again, the same thing. When we start getting close to something like that with someone new or a different environment or different people, we start going, yeah, this is what I want, this is great. And then all of a sudden things start kind of going downhill. It's almost like we're expecting something. It's like, this is way too good to be true. This person's no, they can't be blah, blah, blah. And then boom, we end up causing the very things we were fearing, especially with the energies that have been coming up for the past 4 weeks, 3 weeks prior. That's where this comes in. That's why I was like, oh, I know when this happened. Okay. Especially if you're a water sign, you're really heavily affected. Okay. But not only that, but it mirrors. If you were like, for instance, you're with your twin flame when this occurred, okay, they mirrored that right back at you. They picked it up too. So it was like a kind of a double self-sabotage. Too good to be true. This isn't, you know what I mean? So look into it. Be honest with yourself. And then ask yourself kindly, journal it, paint it out, whatever. This is what needs to be lead. You need to be truthful with yourself, with your inner child. Recognize that this is your inner child. Okay? This is not who you are now. This is the inner child from the past, from past traumas, could have went decades back. Okay? And then be honest with yourself about, were you self-sabotaged? And most of the time we do that when we do not feel worthy of having those very things that we've been working so hard for. But we're going to have a second chance. Or maybe you're going to give somebody a second chance. Because it's all good. We're only human. And this is a beautiful knowledge to have. Because then you learn a little bit more about yourself and the person you are now and who you were then. Just be honest. Don't beat yourself up too much, though. You're only human. Spiritual beings living in a human existence can be rough. But I'll tell you what, you get through that. Be honest with yourself. You'll have the courage to move forward in whatever decision. The path will be clear. All these fears and stuff are not going to be as anxiety ridden. It's the only way I can describe it. You're going to have the courage. Go with that fiery energy too, to make that decision, to rip off, cut away that blindfold and go, I'm not staying here, I'm moving forward. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck in this cycle. Nothing will move. In fact, I feel like things will magnify. And then for the next lunar cycle, as we come out of the full moon, the new stuff's going to start. We're going to start seeing seeds, we're going to plant and blah, blah, blah. And then you'll be stuck in that cycle. So be honest with yourself. Give that to you. Okay? And just remember, through fear is where everything we ever wanted is. Use that as your guide. And I'm sending you much love and light. And if this resonated with you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Nothing's more inspiring for me to keep doing these for you guys. I'm trying to do it more often and bringing more content, and I appreciate your patience and love. Thank you. Hey, pile 3. All right, pile 3. I was almost gonna stop it because my phone will stop at 45 minutes, but I'm gonna stitch this shit together instead of doing separate videos because it's so retarded. So anyway, forgive me. Shouldn't use that. That's not very nice, but it's just dumb. It's annoying. I've been trying to figure it out on my new phone. How old am I, really? Okay. So I'm gonna get me a drink. I'm gonna pause this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, pile 3, let's get going. All right, we are going to be looking into, remember, get your notebook out so you can write your notes down so you don't have to keep like inching through. I'm trying to remember what I said and when I said it. Okay, so this is all about what needs to be released during this full moon, or closure, or what needs to be left behind as we move into our new phase, which is brand new, and maybe things aren't moving, or you felt stagnant or blocked in a certain area. This is going to show us what needs to be released so it can open up. Now, it could be love, it could be career, it could be yourself, for your own true happiness. All this stuff we've been trying to manifest, it's like we were all very close to it and everything seemed to fall apart. But now this full moon, this is going to be the most empowered energies we're going to have to help us to release, so we can, as soon as we release that, then that area will start, things will start flowing in, but we have to remove the blockages, and it all comes down to us. So let's see what your theme is, what you need to release. Wow. Awareness. Crown chakra. Being aware. Being in tune. So maybe some of you who picked pile 3 are intuitive. Okay, I do feel like quite a few of you are. But it's also about coming into an awareness of yourself and who you really are, an awareness about maybe your life and where it's at now. But it feels like for the longest time, it's like you were sleepwalking, everything was just dead, everything was the same, nothing changed. But the thing is things are changing around you, and there are things that have happened that brought you to an awareness, or you should be in an awareness state, but you're blocking it. It's like you keep a blindfold on, you're not fully seeing it. It's like there's this little voice going, yeah, but you're, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's hard for me to articulate because they show me pictures. Now, for the other 2 decks, I was using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. My baby's my heartbeat. But for pile 3, I'm feeling the Fountain Tarot. So let's do that. This is for pile 3. With some clarity on awareness. Some clarity on what they need to release for pile 3. Full moon. Pile 3. Please, Spirit. Okay, let's see what we go. Call upon Spirit now to show us. Swords. All swords. Okay. And okay. I'll show you the bottom of the deck in a minute. Okay. Now, I don't read the tarot traditionally, so I read by energy. This is interesting. The 5 of Swords. I feel like for some of you, I want to say fighting on your own, guarding yourself, being very guarded. But a lot of stuff, I feel like it's the brain overload. The brain is working on stuff. The brain has been overthinking. There's a lot of intellect, the brain overworking with the Queen of Swords energy also. This is someone who is like very logical, hard to emotionally, I don't want to say emotionally, there's a word for it and I can't. You may come across as cold or brash, very protective. You're very smart, okay? Very smart, intellectual, very grounded. Okay. But it's like, hey, you know what? I've learned my lessons. You keep lessons from the past as your weapons, as your swords. So if you even have an inkling or a sniff of something that even resonates with anything from the past where you got fucked over, you got those swords out immediately. You're already slashing and burning. And the Queen of Swords is someone, or what I'm feeling is coldness, like wrapped in ice. Like, it's not that they're not loving or feeling. I feel that you guys feel very, very much. It's just you don't allow it out for people to see, or maybe you can't, you know? And that's where the awareness, it seems to get blocked here. Now, what you need to release and realize is that being this way is isolating you from the life that you've been wanting to manifest. Isolating you from spirit, isolating you from people, isolating you from collaborations, teamwork, connections. You're always the one that's always arm's length with everybody around you. And like I said, if you even sense that something's similar from the past, you're already out the door before it even gets a chance. Well, that time is done. And you've been seeing that. There's been, I'll bring that up in a minute. I feel like there was major tower moments that kind of called your attention to it. But then you're in a mindset where, no, I'm protecting myself. I'm not doing this again. This is too much. No, I do want a good life and I want to do this, but it's going to be like this, this, and this. But the thing is, the universe knows what you want, but you're missing the big picture. That's what you have to release so you can be here, and then you'll see it all and go, okay. Trust is a big issue. Things are not the same. You're not the same person you were when those experiences happened before. Okay. The Eight of Wands is here to show you there is major freaking light at the end of this tunnel. You just have to be vulnerable, be transparent, be brave. You're not going to get hurt again. You're not going to get fucked over again because you won't allow that. That doesn't mean you have to stop, not have an experience. You're like, I'm not going there. Well, you're not going to go there. It's not going to happen again. You're not going to allow that. But give people, these people that have been trying to come in or have come in and maybe displayed some kind of behavior or something that triggered, and you just went, bye-bye. Okay? But the thing is this Eight of Wands go, you shouldn't have done that. Because right where that was what you were working for, what you wanted in your heart. True love, a family, maybe a successful business or career, you know? Maybe enlightenment, or maybe direction for your soul path, you know? You could have blocked all that. Now, I shouldn't say you screwed it up, because you didn't, okay? But they're telling you, for whatever you guys had done this with, or person, place, or thing, a situation, whether it's love or a career or family, okay? This is what you would, this is what's waiting for you on the other side of that. Now, some people say, well, it's already said and done. But let me tell you something. The bottom of the deck was the Death card. Yes, I'm smiling. This is a good thing to see with this. The death of the old within you. That's the releasing. That's what's going to happen. See, of the other two decks, I didn't get an outcome. Because this is self-work, right? This is illumination to show us what we need to release so we can allow these things in. It's basically to see what we have to release so we can get out of the way so the stuff can come flowing in. Because you have been having hints and signs and synchronicity. Even if it's a person that you just kind of went, I'm out, you've been getting signs of synchronicity about that person, no matter where you go. It's, in fact, I feel to tell some of you, it's been increasing. That's the universe talking to you. But you keep going, nope, nope. I'm going to be the Queen of Swords here. Nope. Or you distract yourself. I do feel for a lot of you that you throw yourself into something else. It could be career, it could be family stuff, it could be just any friends, helping friends out or something, to take the focus off this one thing. And the thing is, if it wasn't, if a part of you did not honestly believe that that person or situation wasn't meant for you, you would have let it go a long time ago. It would have been gone. But it's still there. That connection's still there. So this death is actually good. The death of that guardedness, the death of the Queen of Swords in this case, the death of being so protected that you're not allowing love in its many forms to come in. And only you can answer why. So you really need to look within. But I do feel that with this death, you're going to feel very vulnerable. Be vulnerable. If it's a person you did this or you were like this with, be vulnerable with them. You're going to be very, very surprised, expecting and unexpected with that situation. If it was with a coworker or a work situation, be vulnerable. Apologize. Step forward. And you're going to be really surprised. You're going to see this light come flying in. Oh, it's all right. We understand. Or it's, I know. When you come for that person, you may find a very smiling and loving person just going, just come here. We don't have to talk about it. I get it. But it's on the other side of the fear. We do this to protect ourselves when we're scared. We do this when we've had repeated situations. We start building up these walls, but then inside, we're hurting, we're feeling, we're loving, we're sad, we're angry, we're resentful. But this has to go. You have to be vulnerable and transparent in whatever situation. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know how it resonates with you. So whatever that situation is, that has to go. You have to take that chance. On the other side of that, I swear. And it'll be gone. You'll have released. And then then you'll see the whole picture. The moon's going to help you do that. The energies of the universe is totally on point with this. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Okay. So, on that note, we're going to do, I'm going to pull from the Heal Yourself cards. I want to get a message directly from Spirit to you, people of Pile 3. Maybe it'll give you some insight on how to do this. Some people might be like, well, how do you stop doing that? How do you just do it? Easier said than done. Oh my God, I don't make this up. Letting go. Letting go of the past so you can move forward into this wonderful, beautiful future you inside want so badly. Look at that. You want that so badly. It's hard to let go of what you feel is keeping you safe, of what you feel is keeping you secure. But really, on the other side of that is everything. All that is good. You'll be safe. You're not the same person you were before. You're not the same person. This is a different situation. The situation may have felt a little bit similar, but honestly, it wasn't. If you really, when you get the awareness, you're going to take a look at the whole thing and go, oh my God, I get it now. You're going to see the lesson that you were supposed to learn, because the other person, I'm going to tell you, they saw it. If anything, they may have already saw it coming, especially if there's intuitives involved. Wow. Okay. So, I guess we're running a little longer on yours. All right, let's see. Okay. In letting go, you're probably there might be sadness. Don't be hard on yourself for this. Do not. It's not your fault. Okay, you were responding and protecting yourself, which is our primal nature, to protect and guard, especially the heart. So after time, we build up these walls, but now it's time to let them down. And to face the sadness, allow yourself to release. What was it? Pile 1, I think, had this too. When the sadness comes up, or if it has come up, you just kind of brush it down. You're gonna snap if you don't. So try to come at the sad feelings. You need to get them out in a constructive way that's comfortable for you. Write. Get creative. If you have an artistic talent, do that. and let it reflect how you're feeling. Nobody needs to see it unless you want to, you know, post it or whatever, but whatever it is, if it's painting, poetry, writing songs, if you if you create shirts, okay, or anything like that, just for one night. Tomorrow night would be good. Wednesday's fine too. Release it out. Release it out in a very constructive way. And if you do it with something you have a passion for, like say photoshopping or writing or like I said, creating, painting or whatever, it's going to really be easier to let it go, and it'll flow out a lot easier. Plus we got Mother Luna, very, very strong. Whatever we start releasing, she's going to help us finish. She's going to help. And we're going to feel so much better after we've done that. By Thursday night, I feel that the energy is going to be all, now it can start. And then we'll be like, okay, now. Not saying Thursday's the night that you guys, everybody's going to call everybody and go, hey, baby, how you doing? You know, but I'm just saying that's the night we're finally going to go, okay, now we can breathe again, and we're going to feel a lot lighter and definitely a lot more positive. Allow yourself to heal. There's still healing to be done, which is why you're still sore. That's why you have the protective around you. You're still tender. Even if something happened months ago or last year, you're still tender. Be kind to yourself. Okay, you're still healing. It's okay. You can still step in and let go and release the sadness. That's going to help with your healing. Healing everything from the past. Healing all that crap you went through so you can be here now and be open. And be open to love in all its many forms, mostly for yourself. But for those of you, if this has to do with a romantic relationship that maybe you pushed off or said, nope, that's the one. But you need to go through this before you come forward to them. You don't want to come at them the way you were, right? So let's release that old crap. Old defensive crap, because with this person you're going to be just fine. There's a sense of safety and security with this person that's inherent. You knew it, and they're still there. If you notice, she's standing there waiting, looking at the picture. She's not sad or anything. She's just kind of like just all dressed up, ready for the moment of contact. And if you notice, the guy in the picture is looking down at her. His focus has always been on her. This is not gender based, but you've never stopped thinking about that person. They've tried to block it. It's at the nighttime when it really hits you. So anyway, on that note, pile 3, just remember to release it. It's actually going to be a very beautiful thing. It's going to be very overwhelming. You got this. I want you to have this. You deserve this. You deserve this. Not this. You deserve love in all its wondrous, infinite forms. And you're going to have it. Because she said so. And she's going to help you do it. So on that note, pile 3. Thank you for watching and hanging with me tonight. And if this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. There's nothing more inspiring. It keeps me going to do these. I'll keep coming up with fresh new ideas for you guys so we can get insights, better insights on what's going on around us and what we can do for ourselves on our path to move forward. So on that note, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and you got this, and you're not alone. The universe and spirit, and I'm sure you have a couple good friends, will be there to help you. So just reach out. Namaste.